How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean, and welcome back to our first Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream. And what do we have? It looks like a Google. That's right, guys, a Google. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some live speculation, some live streaming. That's what we're going to do today, guys. Let me just get the chat pulled up so I can see what few people are here. Let me see. Come on. One person is watching. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's the phone doing? What is the phone doing? I am confused. Aha. Here we are. Okay. Alright, guys. So, I guess we're going to kick this off with just some live speculation. I'll be taking, ideas from the chat, whatever, but I just want to do a little research live with you guys. I've never done this before. It's the first time ever. First time doing this. I guess so. Let's just get right into it. First I want to do is RDR2 hunting. Oh, I'm a horrible typer. Hunting, fishing. Let's just start this with the first one. Why not? Why not? Sierra Patron, hi, is that how you say your name? I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. IGN, wow, imagine that. First person on the Google search, IGN. Yeah, I ain't worried about your cookies. All right, it says by Colin Stevens from IGN. Horrible IGN. All right, okay. The hunting, fishing, and wildlife systems in Red Dead Redemption 2 are incredibly deep and realistic if Rockstar's own descriptions of these systems are anything to go by. You know what we should do? Uh-oh. Oops. You know what we should do? We should get some music playing. This is kind of boring. We need to get some music playing. Let's go with our boy DJ Quads. Or should we do Shiro? Let's see here, guys. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Don't forget to smash the like while you're in here. Whoever's in here, however many people's in here, I don't know. My phone wants to kind of mess up at times. Alright, Shiro. I should probably drop him a like. Should I? Have I dropped him a like? I don't know. Let's loop this. Alright, now it's back. Is that still too loud? How's that? Is that better, guys? Too low? Alright, the hunting, fishing, and wildlife systems in Red Dead Redemption 2 are incredibly deep and realistic. If Rockstar's own descriptions of these systems are anything to go on, I should probably... Why is that not? That should be turned down. Gosh, I'm so utterly unprepared for this, dudes. This is horrible. Chrono Garcia, how's it going, boy? Okay. Revealed through the official Rockstar Games website, Red Dead Redemption 2 will be home to approximately 200 species of animals, including various mammals, birds, fish, and more, all reportedly behaving and reacting to the game's environment in unique and logical ways. Alright, we got some bison, or buffalo, bison, buffalo, bison. I think they're the same thing, right? Okay, for example, as in real life, deer, bison, and pronghorn all travel in large herds. Sockeye salmon swim upstreams, possums play dead in order to be ignored by hunters, which may include the player. Birds of prey soar on thermal updrafts, and scavengers quickly seek out dead animals to feast upon, and more. It's all an attempt to create a complex and realistic ecosystem where all members of the food chain must fight for their place. In conjunction With general wildlife mechanics and design, Rockstar also detailed how hunting and fishing works in the game. They are essential survival skills, and what players manage to snag can provide food, materials, and income for the harsh realities that Arthur Morgan and Dutch van der Linde will face. Well, the gang, I should say. Fishing will see players attempting to hook a large variety of fish that inhabit rivers, lakes, and streams throughout the game. Using the right bait or lure will be instrumental in the outcome of a fishing session. Hunting prey on land appears to be more complex. Appears to me, whoever this Colin guy is, to be more complex, as tracking and taking down an animal will use many of the game's intertwining systems. Something minor as wind direction can alert prey to your scent, and if an animal is injured and escapes your first attempt, you can follow the trail of blood it leaves behind to track it down and put it out of its misery. Yeah, the hunting, you could this could be Cabela's hunting game all by itself. You don't have to do nothing. You can literally set up a homestead and just hunt and make money that way, and just play the game that way, never complete it. This would be awesome, guys. Okay, still using your strongest weapons for any given kill isn't necessarily the right call, as weapon choice and shot placement will affect the quality of meat and pelt, which means if you shoot with a shotgun in the broadside of an animal, it's not going to get, the pelt's going to be ruined, and you're not going to get as much good meat to eat or sell or cook. So what you probably want to do is use like a bow and arrow and go right for the head or the heart, something like that. Okay, this makes choosing an appropriate rifle caliber paramount depending on the size of your prey. Regardless, the kill will have to be dealt with quickly, otherwise the aforementioned scavengers will do away with the carry-on. Players have an array of choices that can be done with their prey after a successful hunt. They can be skinned, butchered on the spot, taken with you to butchers and general stores, or return to the camp to donate to the gang or to the butcher and skin there. The kill can even be delivered to a trapper who can make more exotic goods out of them. So the options are almost limitless. I mean, there's certainly a cap to them, but the way you can go about this and do this, there's so many, you're not limited what you have to do. If you're nowhere near a town or anything like that, you can just do it yourself. Which mostly, for Far Cry, it's the only thing you can do is just do it yourself. Okay, we already knew horses were a big deal in Red Dead Redemption 2, but Rockstar is really putting in the work to make them varied and unique. See, you can see the swinging the horse nuts. Come on, IGN. There are 19 breeds of horses in the game, including Mustangs, Appaloosas, and each handles different. I think the first one you get is a Tennessee Walker. Is that what it is? Mississippi Walker? I can't remember the. Okay, anyway, they can be captured and broken in the wild, purchased from stables or stolen depending on the player's discretion. Once obtained, keeping a horse groomed and well fed will improve its stamina, performance, handling, and bond. Horses even feed into the hunting systems, as they are extraordinarily useful in carrying kills back to town or to the campsite. And I've heard that the stronger your bond is with a horse, the further the whistle call, because in the original Red Dead Redemption you can whistle for your horse, right? And it'll always just come to you no matter where you're at. But in this, you have to increase your bond with your horse, or when you whistle for it, the radii for the horse to come towards you, the whistle, will be severely limited if it doesn't have a big, if it doesn't love you. All right, let's go back to Google, guys. Alright, if anybody wants to search anything, all you gotta do is put it in the comment section, and we'll do that. So, what's the next thing we want to look for? Let's see. Weapons in RDR2. Let's see. Red Dead Redemption 2 best weapons tier list. Click it. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Sarkeno rifle, bolt action rifle, repeater carbine, which is some of the most basic ones. The Henry repeater, rolling block rifle, which is just a white square for some reason. Lancaster varmint rifle, semi-automatic shotgun, double barrel. These are like all like basic ones. Cattleman revolver. Let's see. The Schofield revolver, double action revolver. A bandolier armor capacity for a long arm weapon is increased by 50%. It's not a very good list, is it? Let's go back. Category Redemption 2. Yeah, Red Dead Wiki. That's always pretty reliable. Red Dead Wiki. Pretty much all the same stuff. Weapons in Red Dead Redemption 2. There are a variety of weapons available in Red Dead Redemption 2. They are essential to survival as well as an integral part of everyday life in the American West. Players will be able to modify their weapons to fit aesthetic appeal and playstyle, from visual upgrades like new metals, woods, varnishes, and engravings to perform upgrades like new barrels, grips, sights, and scopes. There are over 50 unique usable weapons, a range of options for customization, and a selection of different ammunition types to improve accuracy, range, and damage. The more a gun is used, the better it will perform, but it will also start to degrade over time if not looked after. So a sidearm needs to be kept oiled and clean. So basically, let's say you have this one rifle that you really like. You can upgrade it, you can engrave it, you can attach wood paneling to it, you can put metal paneling to it, make it look really nice, varnishes, different engravings, you can also increase the performance a little bit, but of course if you don't upkeep it, you don't break it apart, normally clean it, put it back together, it's not going to be that good for you. The more and more you use it, the better Arthur will get with it, the more he'll, the more his muscle memory will work better with it, I guess, air quotes, and it'll be a lot more better for the player. However, if you don't take care of it, if you're just like GTA, you just pick up a gun and throw the gun away left and right, and you're used to that kind of play style, it's probably gonna be pretty rough on you. That's the thing. With Red Dead Redemption 2, it's really starting to look like you really have to like nurture your horse, nurture the items you keep with you, nurture the weapons you have with you. If you have 2 or 3 pistols that you really like, or a rifle or a shotgun or something like that, you better keep up with that. You better keep up with that, because if you don't keep it up and you degrade it and you just throw it to the side thinking you're going to, it's going to magically pop up back in your saddle again, you're wrong. It's not like that no more. Like, you're going to have to keep track of this stuff. Like, the realism is there. And that's another thing we can search for it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, let's see here, guys. Sorry about that. RDR2 Realism. TechCrunch.com. Who's that? I wonder who the TechCrunch.com is, people. Again, if you guys want me to search anything, just let me know in the chat. That's all you gotta do. Just let me know in the chat. If you want me to search anything at all, you just gotta let me know. That's it. Okay, Red Dead Redemption 2 sees Rockstar raising the bar for realism in open world games. Open worlds have been a staple in gaming for a long time, but recently titles like Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn have significantly pushed the boundaries of what players expect from their environments. Rockstar, of Grand Theft Auto fame, is looking to make them all look like toys with Red Dead Redemption 2 and its Wild West frontier that looks to be not just huge but refreshingly real. Rockstar is certainly best known for an immensely popular GTA series, but it's arguably its most beloved game is actually 2010's Red Dead Redemption, which through a sequel so spectacularly transplanted the run and gun outlaw freedom of GTA to the American West that gamers have been clamoring for a sequel for years. I think I butchered that, but I'm in the middle of lose my breath. Okay, RDR2 was teased back in late 2016, but only recently have we seen hints of what it will actually look like. And today brings the first of a series of videos from the developer detailing the world and characters and gameplay systems. Okay, let's see. The natural beauty of the frontier is, of course, simply amazing to see rendered in such fidelity, and Rockstar's artists are to be commended. And it's realism that seems to be defining the project as a whole, which makes its departure from other games whose creators built a living, breathing, open world to explore. Take Far Cry 5, which came out last year with mixed reviews. The natural landscape of fictional Hope County in Montana was roundly agreed to be breathtaking, but the gameplay and story were criticized as artificially and strange juxtaposition, monotonously intense. It's clear that Far Cry 5, like other Ubisoft games, was a sandbox in which interesting but unrealistic situations were bred by developers. A helicopter crashing on the person you're rescuing from bandits, and then a cougar mauling the pilot. Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild were both praised for the depth and extent of the worlds and gameplay, but they both had the significant advantage of being fantasies. A mechanical dinosaur or ancient killing machine, same thing, arrest the eye and imagination. But because one can't really compare them to reality, they can stay definitively unrealistic. Creating a compelling sci-fi or fantasy world has its own significant challenges, but on the whole is considerably easier than creating a convincing replica of the real world. But I think Rockstar's pulled that off. I mean, just look at this screenshot here. Just, man, I'm so excited for this game, guys. Like, I don't know I don't know how to put it into words. I really don't. Okay. RDR2 seems to be attempting realism in its game, to the extent that it's possible. Take, for example, the fact that your items and cargo actually take up space on your horse. Your horse isn't 20 more grid spaces of inventory. You can tie a deer that you hunted on top, and then it can't run. Well, hold on a second. Okay, but then the horse can't run. Okay, all right. Okay, I need to pay attention to what I'm reading. I'm thinking, like, of course, if you shot the deer, it wouldn't run. But that's not what they're saying. The horse can't run if you attach a deer onto it, which I think is a little bit unrealistic. I think it should still be able to trot pretty fast, just not full on run. Because you can look at any Wild West movie and see deer strapped to a horse's rear end, and he's still kind of running pretty quickly. Maybe not as fast, but I mean, if he can run with you on the back of a horse, you can definitely run with a deer on the back of a horse, right? There are loops for 2 long guns, but not 3, and you can carry an arsenal. You can't carry an arsenal yourself, unlike with GTA, where you have like a weapon wheel, and that weapon wheel there's a lot of weapons and a lot of ammo in that weapon wheel, and no person will be able to carry that on them. No way in hell, in real life. The flora and fauna are real frontier flora and fauna. Wait, before I want to say about the weapons and stuff and how much you can carry on yourself, you're really going to have to think about, see, he's got 2 rifles here and a couple of holsters. You're really going to have to think about the engagements you do. You can't be willy-nilly, you know, trying to shoot as many people as you possibly can, because you only got so much ammo and so many weapons to burn through. And you don't know how many bullets this guy's got in his revolver, and I might only have a few. And then again, if you only shoot everybody in the arm, they're all getting back up and coming after you. So okay, so the flora and fauna are real frontier flora and fauna. They'll react realistically. Encounters can be approached in multiple ways, peaceful or violent. Wait, in multiple ways, peaceful or violent? Multiple ways of peaceful or violence, maybe? Your fabulous hide coats. Wait, your fabulous hide coat gets dirty when you fall in the mud. You get new things to do by getting to know people in your gang. Many of these have been seen before in various games, but what Rockstar is going for appears, and for now only appears, to be taking them to a new level. It will, of course, have the expected cartoonish violence and occasionally eye-roll-worthy dialogue of any game, but the attempt to be realistically and at this level of fidelity represents such a major and well-known portion of history. It is an undertaking of gargantuan proportions. Will the game be as good as the amount of work that has clearly been put into it? We'll find out later this year when it comes out. One comment. GTA was a money machine. How are we going to go after current posts? Okay, anyway. Alright. All games are a money machine. Alright, guys. Warhorse pre-order bonus. Okay, you got it. No, wait, let's go back. Let's go back one. Right here. Okay, here we go. All right. Come on, Intralab. All right. Those who played the original Red Dead Redemption may recall that the Warhorse was also a piece of pre-order exclusive DLC for the original. It will eventually be released as paid DLC, then later made available for free. That horse was a silver dapple black horse with one white sock on its back left leg. It had impressive speed and stamina, making it a great boon. Whether or not Red Dead Redemption 2's Warhorse will be similar is anyone's guess. Pre-order Red Dead Redemption 2 to get the Warhorse, the Outlaw Survival Kit. See, here's a screenshot right here. I'm going to save that screenshot. Certain questions are arising based off the language used to describe Red Dead Redemption 2's pre-order bonuses, namely how it specifically notes how some DLC is for story mode and how some isn't. Does it imply that the Warhorse and Outlaw Survival Kit are pieces of multiplayer DLC, or is it story mode meant to help avoid confusion as similar items will be available in multiplayer? Cache makes sense in that regard, or multiplayer treasure maps would take some explaining to do. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to hop on here and just do a little bit of research with you guys. You know, what else can I say, right? There's not much else to do. If you guys like these kind of live streams, we can do these more often. I kind of want to do them like this, like little 30-minute spurts here and there, just kind of hopping on here, talking with you guys. You know, just researching some stuff, looking at some videos, reading some articles, just kind of hanging out. So I don't know if you guys like this, we'll do this again, being as they're kind of short little small burst of live streams here and there. We can do that a lot more often. We can do it, you know, maybe even twice a day or a few times a week. Let me know whenever this video goes up in the comment section. Make sure you guys smack the like when you can. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget, we'll be doing this many more times. I appreciate you guys like always, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.
To the town of our freedom.